Well, let me know when you're ready.
I'll let you know when I'm ready, Bill. This is Calvin Castine along with Bill Chase. Take it away, Bill.
Here we go. The opening kickoff, and from the face-off, Chase takes a shot right on goal. The Bobcats kicked off to lead this game here. It's Bill Chase, Calvin Castine once again here for Hometown Cable. The big game here, Northeastern Clinton Cougars against the Northern Adirondack Bobcats. Varsity Boys high school soccer action. Bobcats come in with a 4-0 record, and the Cougars have a 2-0-2, I believe. 2 ties?
Yep.
All right.
Plattsburgh and Beekmantown.
Plattsburgh and Beekmantown, the Cougars have tied. A little miscommunication there. Bobcats in their gold shorts with green uniform, or a green top. Nick Chase just getting tripped up by the Morelli boy. Right? Or is that Coulomb? 16's Coulomb, isn't he?
Yep, Aaron Coulomb is 16. 20 is Scott Morelli.
20 is Scott Morelli. Matt Morelli is the. There's a hard shot. A loose ball. Oh, still loose. Shot bouncing away from the goalie, Shane Dutel.
I think he's complaining that they were kicking him too.
But the referee was right on top of things, and the ball was loose there. David LeBaire gets a head on it. Well, for the Bobcats, starting back on in the goal is Sean Hamlin. Defense is spearheaded by Tommy Matthews at the stopper position. The sweeper position has Adam Schutz. Out on the fullbacks, David LeBaire and John Curry are the starters tonight. Halfbacks, Bruce Schutz, Gary Nephew, and in the middle, Nick Chase. Up front on the line, and a shot by, oh, there's another loose ball. One end down the other. Sean Hamlin doing his impersonation of Shane Dutel there. Or Shane Dutel doing an impersonation of Sean Hamlin, whatever way you want to look at it. Little pregame jitters here by the goalies. Bobcat starting lineup on the front is Clarence LaBarge in the middle. And Gary Nephew on a nice play hustling. Tyler Murtha is out on the left wing. Chris Bruce has earned a starting spot on the right wing. Okay, the Cougars defense in goal. Shane Dutel, as we've mentioned. This is Brad LaFountain, who will take the kick. On top of the stopper is Nick Babby. Who's the fullbacks? We got...
and Kobiak is 15, and Morelli is 24.
Okay, Morelli's 24, and Kobiak is 15. In the middle, Coulomb plays as a center halfback. That's the Carden kid with the throw-in. He's on one of the halfbacks, number 22. Is it Fulbert, number 5?
Yep.
Yeah, and he's on the other half. Up front, there's Chase. He sends one in deep. That'll bounce in, and Dutel picks it up easily. Scott Morelli starts in the middle. Edgerton is out on the left wing, and Rocket Ron Rivard Jr. is on the right wing.
That's pretty good for not having a roster in front of you, Bill.
Thank you, thank you. The only ones I didn't know were Matt Morelli is kind of hard to... he's getting his hair cut shorter and shorter every time I see him.
I think this is about as short as he's going to go.
Because it was longer the last time I did a half of the Chazy game. There's a shot. Northeastern Clinton will counter their long kicks with Nick Chase does them for the Bobcats. Brad LaFountain does have a nice foot for the Cougars. And that evens up that advantage pretty much. Bruce Schutz with the ball inside the Chase, and that's picked off by Coulomb. Aaron Coulomb, he's looking down the right side for Ron Rivard, and ball a little bit too far ahead of him. Sean Hamlin coming out of the net.
Beautiful night for a ball game, Bill, and a nice turnout, another nice crowd here.
Yeah, oh, there's the ball put up into the penalty area. LaFountain going back, makes the play with the left foot, gets it up over Bruce Schutz, up to Edgerton. Edgerton trying to get by LeBaire. He does so, still with the ball, pushes it up to Scott Morelli. Scott Morelli picked off by Adam Schutz. Adam Schutz kicks it off Morelli and goes out of bounds over there on the far side of the field, deep in the corner, and the Bobcats will get the throw in. LeBaire has the long throw. counter LeBear's long throw. I believe they use Matt Morelli, right, in that department?
Yep.
The Cougars. These teams match up pretty well here. Fairly evenly, that is. Both teams have their go-to people, and we're going to have to come up big if either one of them wants to prevail. And we got a goal kick.
I can't read all that sign underneath the score clock there. Is it NAC number what? What number
I don't
is that?
know. Looks like a number, and it looks like some Jaws or something. I think somebody tried to draw number 1.
Oh yeah, that's Tim Murthaugh, and he was putting that up before the game.
Yeah.
So you know it says number 1.
Yeah, probably.
But he said he's going to be nice and quiet tonight. We won't even hear him.
Well, the coaches for tonight's ball game is Dale Hawksby does coach the Cougars, and the Bobcats coached by Donnie Moulton. Tonight's referees on the far side of the field, starting off is Stan Riggs, and right here in this near side of the field, just going by us, watch the throw in, Steve Toloski. Hold up.
You can't get a much better throw than that.
That was a dangerous throw, as in the flip throw. The line drive is, I think, the best way to make that throw. It's the hardest thing to for a defender to defend. And we saw Hamlin. That one rattled off his chest, and then Nick Chase cleared it out, and then we got a call against the Cougars. Chase with a ball up to Murthaugh. And Bruce Schutz gets called with a charge on top of the penalty area. And LaFountain will kick it back up into the Bobcat end. Tommy Matthews, that ball gets skipped by him, and a nice play by Scott Morelli. David LeBear heads up to Bruce Schutz. Oh, Bruce with a beautiful play there. Chase is looking for Murthaugh. Murthaugh has to contend with Matt Morelli tonight. Well, for the time being anyways. They will move Murthaugh around. And there's a ball put up by Curry. Curry into the area of Chris Bruce's territory, but that's 15 again is what?
Anchovy.
Antoviak, right?
Yep.
I keep forgetting that kid's name. Antoviak, and that's a name you shouldn't forget because there isn't too many of those around. Antoviak.
Lithuanian, right?
Lithuanian, oh, okay. Probably originally from Lime Mountain, huh? It's related to the Saskatchewans. Nice ball by Fulbert up to Rod Rivard. Rivard sends it in the middle, and Hamlin is not handling the ball cleanly yet. Hamlin. We've played almost 8 minutes and still got the butterflies flowing in his system. Nice play by Carden. Gets the head on the ball. NAC and Northeastern, I think both teams to be successful have got to, the team that plays the better short passing game will prevail here tonight. And right now we're seeing a lot of boot ball by both teams. There's short pass from Matthews up to Nephew. Nephew without even looking, just passing the ball off, and Aaron Coulomb is in the right spot. Nice play. Rocket Rivard down the right wing. Curry's got to watch him. And a corner kick called. First corner kick of the night will be by the Cougars. Damian Fulbert will take the corner kick. He didn't play first part of the year. What was wrong with him, Calvin?
Don't know, Bill.
I know he wasn't here for the tournament. Maybe out on vacation or something. Corner kick, line drive. And that's Edgerton trying to knee the ball in towards the goal, and Hamlin handles that one cleanly for the first time. Not a real strong punt. Northeastern. It would be time to jump on Hamlin, as right now he is definitely nervous. Playing in his first varsity Northeastern NAC game.
Good experience as you get the season progresses, and you get to games that mean something later in the year. This type of game here, even though it's early in the year, kind of like when the Yankees and Red Sox play each other, it's always going to mean something.
It's a game that's always good for our high school boys soccer. I mean, the rivalry always provides the fans with entertainment. Matt Morelli gets his foot on that pass attempt up by Matthews, and Ron Rivard watches it roll out of bounds, and NAC with the throw in. Curry quickly to Matthews. Matthews was questionable for the game. There's a loose ball. A little miscommunication there between the goalie, Dutel, and LaFountain. Dutel was, as he's dribbling that ball in the penalty area, that almost bounced away from him, hit a divot in the field. But he got the punt off, and there's Edgerton going down the left wing. Edgerton goes into the box, looks for Scott Morelli, and a back pass to the 18, but that's picked off by Adam Schutz. And we got a handball called against the Cougars. And Adam Schutz gets it up to Chase. Chase cuts through two, and he gets knocked down by Coulomb. That'll be a direct kick for the Bobcats. Chase, that one bounced in there. Scott Morelli makes a nice play on defense. Coulomb steps in front of Cruel. He clears that ball out. Nice play by Coulomb and Morelli. Nice pass by Schutz up to Matthews. Picked off by Fulbert. Fulbert can't get by Curry. And that ball will go out of bounds. Nope. He says it was gone. Okay. Northeastern throw. Matt Morelli going to come up here and do the flip or what? Okay, nope. Regular throwing, but he still can get it off quite a ways. Looked like a handball there, but the ball's over on the left wing. Edgerton runs it down. Edgerton makes a move. He's got two defenders on him now. Back to Carden. Carden kicks it over the goal line. Goal kick. Okay, Adam Schutz with the goal kick. Gary Nephew, he had it for a second and kicks it out of bounds on the far side of the field right in front of the scorer's table. Subs coming in for Northeastern. And Dustin Maher, right? Or Mar? How do you say his name?
Mar. Arnold came in too, 25.
Okay. LaFountain's number 7, right?
No, 7 is Lamberton.
Or Lamberton. Lamberton's number 7. Dustin Marr is in the middle. Or do they put him out on the left wing? They put him out on the left wing, and who's in the middle now? 25 is
Arnold. Ooh, nice boot.
Ooh. Shane Dutel. Again. Oh, and that ball was free for a second. Cats got to be right there at their feet. They want to capitalize on it. Chase hustles up, gets in front of Arnold, gets a head on it. Chase and Coulomb. Moose Carey now trying to look down the right side to Tyler Murthaugh now pushes it up the left wing for the Bobcats. Murthaugh still with the ball. Chase has picked it up. Chase can't get by Coulomb. He's helped out by Arnold. That ball's kicked out of bounds by Arnold. No ALD. We apologize. Hey, this is public access. I try to be as best as I can. I mean, I'm not perfect. There's a lot of people out there think I am, but I'm not.
Despite popular opinion, you're not perfect.
Right. That's a throw-in awarded to NAC.
I have heard you called perfect, Bill, but it's also usually as an adjective. There's usually something behind it.
Yeah, there's something else behind it, right? Okay. Good call, Calvin. Chase trying to turn one on a goal, but the defense pressuring him. And he sails it over the top of the net. Goal kick for the Cougars. The Fountain takes the kick. There was a wind here earlier, but the wind doesn't seem it's going to be a factor, and I'd like to see that, actually. A game like this, there should never be any wind. So it can determine the outcome.
No wind and no rain.
No wind, no rain. It's clear skies. We'll probably get down low 60s before this game is over. We've got just under 25 minutes left. There's Hamlin coming out, and he finally fields one cleanly.
You better field that one cleanly.
Yeah, he better. Catches it right in the breadbasket. He gets a better punt off, too, so Sean Hamlin appears to be settling in. Chris Bruce trying to get by Who number 12? Is that Nick Babby?
Yep.
Nick Babby, yep. Nick Babby. I met him when he was 12 years old. He's gotten a lot bigger since then.
That's why he wears the number 12, because he remembers when he met you, Bill.
Tommy Matthews with a kickback. Well, he tried to do that on purpose. Adam Schutz beats Marr to the ball. Moose Carey steps in front of that. Carey being watched by Matthews, and Gary Nephew comes in to help out. And that's Antoviak, puts it back into the Bobcat end. Lamberton trying to go down the right side. Arno picks up the loose ball. Back to Fulbert. Fulbert into the penalty area. And Hamlin again fields the ball cleanly. A little up and down action here. Neither team gaining solid control here. Matt Morelli will take all the long throws. I guess any ball that gets on in the NAC defensive end, Morelli's going to pull up off the fullback position, and here's the flip, and he sails it. Chase gets ahead on it. Fulbert's there. Hamlin comes out, makes a nice play. Hamlin coming out of there. Clearing attempt. And first good scoring chance. Well, not really the first by Northeastern. Well, that was a good scoring chance. Curry hustling, sends the ball out of bounds. Coulomb doesn't wait for Morelli this time. He has a nice throw. Nephew, he had poor clearing attempt. Chase sends the ball up. And LaFountain saw it coming, and Labarge wasn't able to get there in time. Curry. And Lamberton goes off, and Curry, Northeastern throw. Here comes Morelli. He's going to flip it probably again. Nope. And Maher and Tommy Matthews. No, was it Tommy Matthews? No, Bruce Schatz making a nice defensive play for the Bobcats, preventing Maher from going in there on that left side. 21:50 left here in this opening half. The second corner kick will be taken by Nick Babby. Babby, as Northeastern Cougars have turned it up a notch and are applying more of the pressure here. Oh, that ball's free. Aaron Coulomb with a shot. Goes a little high and wide to the left of the goal. Adam Schutz. And Babby stops Chase from pushing the ball up. Chase going in on Antoviak. Antoviak sends it high. David LeBaire gets ahead on it. Bruce. Oh, that's Jimmy Torville now. Babby takes down Chase. No call is made. Shuts Adam. Makes the nice play. Adam outside to Nephew. Nephew's got room to carry the ball, and he does so. And he finds Murthaugh. Murthaugh's having a tough time handling anything up to him so far tonight. In the JV game, we'll extend our congratulations to the Cougars, who beat the Northern Adirondack Bobcats 4-0. I wasn't here to see it, but it sounds like a much different ball game than the first time them two met. It was 2-1 in the championship game.
All four were scored in the first half. It was scoreless in the second half.
Nephew, loose ball there. Right now, a lot of the loose balls are being picked up by the white team. There's Maher. Dustin Maher sails one high and wide. Maybe not.
A couple of big days back-to-back here in your life, eh, Bill? This game, and tomorrow another big day.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
19th of September.
19th of September. Did you get any cards sent to you? Be 39 forever, starting tomorrow. Chase sends it on Jimmy Torville area. Oh, loose ball, center cross by the Cougar defense. Chris Burnell unable to run it down or get a foot on it. They have wide open goal. Chase is long kicks from midfield and out have created havoc in the Northeastern Cougar end. Lamberton. Chase is being mauled and taken down.
Oh, he took a dive, I think.
Yeah, maybe he took a dive. If he took a dive, he learned that from his mother. And can't sail that one over the net.
Oh, you went far post at least, Bill.
Yeah, going in the right direction. The one thing the Cougars are doing every chance they can, and on Nick Chase, is they're double teaming him. And that's actually good coaching on Hawksby's part. And it's good to know that the players are paying attention. Sometimes you ask kids to do what, and then they don't do what you want them to do. But tonight, so far, Cougars are doing everything that's been asked of them. David LeBaire, he stops Carden from pushing the ball up. But Coulombe's there to pick up the loose ball. And there's just a kick that's not to anybody. Matt Morelli, I don't know what happened there. And Arno, he'll send the ball out of bounds. Goal kick. Down under 20 minutes, down 17 and a half approximately. Riggs and Toloski have switched sides of the field now. Mr. Riggs over here and Mr. Toloski on the far side, in front of the coaches. Bruce Schutz, he was beaten actually to let Carden get position on him. And Toviak down to Marr. Dustin Marr with a good left foot, trying to move inside. Schutz watching him. Ball's still loose. Bounces off Matthews. And it's sent up the wing. Torville makes a nice play, sends it back to Chase. Chase gets by the Cougar defender. Bobcats have not enjoyed what the Cougars have. Whenever the ball's been placed up there, there's usually some white player in the right place at the right time. The Bobcats have been a little bit less fortunate. Pass attempts have been made up the field and haven't been to anybody. David LeBaire inside position on Marr, heads the ball back into the defensive end.
So you're saying that it's just luck on the Cougars' part?
Oh, no, that's probably, a little bit of luck and probably a little bit of hard work. I don't know, there's always a little bit of luck in winning, You got to get the right bounces of the ball. You don't get the right bounces.
That's for sure. You can outshoot the other team. Not who dominates the game, it's who gets it through the wickets.
Right. Oh, solid contact by Arnold and David LeBaire. Yeah, this is one game that you can dominate. Oh, Clarence LaBarge, he's around the fountain. There's a shot. And the save by Shane Dutel. Dutel hustles. Looked like that ball had a chance of possibly going in the goal, but I think it was still would have went wide. And a high punt. Chase got a head on it. Well, but he headed in the wrong direction. Arno picks up that errant head. David LeBaire and Marr.
Great second effort at that other end there by Dutel.
Nephew, he deflects that ball out of bounds. He was going up to Lamberton. Oh, a lot of spin on that throw. Matthews balances it off the someone's rear end. Rivard picks up the loose ball that is. That hits a NAC defender in the backside. Going over the top was Antoviak. Burnell tries to head the ball back into the middle. Coulombe makes a move around Chase. Matthews now pressures Coulombe, and Coulombe sends it over the goal line. Goal kick, Bobcats. Matthews skips that one up. Tolbert hustling on Nephew. Sent into the penalty area by Folbert. Adam Schutz with a nice short pass to Curry. Curry will have to throw it out of bounds. Or kick it out of bounds, that is. Matt Morelli steps up. I think he'd be more successful on his line drive throw if he keeps it away from Hamlin, who could pick it off. He's got to find a teammate or throw it into the pack where the ball might end up loose, like that.
Well, the flip throw has its advantages, but I think you get more control when you don't flip it.
Yeah, you do. You get more control, but that flip throw can create havoc in there.
Morelli's such a strong thrower that I don't know if he needs the flip or not. He's just an outstanding thrower. He's the best thrower the Cougars have had, except for the exception of Eric Willett, probably.
Chase can't get by 2 Cougar defenders. Matthews watching by Arno. Matthews now with the ball, moves it up across midfield. Matthews on Morelli. Matthews cuts inside. Morelli doesn't get a foot on it. Sent over towards Chase. Chase with a shot, and it's wide. Number 22, Kevin Carden, pressure and Chase. Nice play by Matthews. And a goal kick. LaFountain will take the goal kick. Is LaFountain a senior?
I believe so.
Brad LaFountain, one of the seniors.
There's so many LaFountains that...
Well, it's like the Trombleys in Ellenberg, huh?
Yeah, but in that family right there, he's got to be, one of them's got to be a senior.
All right.
Unless Erica is. Maybe
Matt
Erica's
Morelli.
a senior. I'm not sure.
Well, I think so. He's been around. He's got to be at least a... Oh, that ball catches the fan here.
We've got Ben Arnold's lunch. He picked that up at D&D Market. Picked up his lunch there, and he almost lost it right there.
Dangerous cross by Rivard. The ball's loose. Fulbert does have a good shot.
Ooh.
But that will probably run out of room. Goes. Guess they're saying it hit the NAC player as it crossed the penalty area. Hit the flagpole over there, and it'll be another corner kick. The third one taken by the Cougars. Cougars with the advantage in corner kicks so far, and actually have carried much of the offensive play from probably the 20-minute mark on. There's Burnell, overruns the ball. Fulbert now picks it up. Curry steps in there. Curry gets knocked down after the ball is sent out of bounds. Matt Morelli will run. He's going to flip it this time.
Get that 39-year-old head out of my way.
It's a throw-in. And actually hit.
They got 2 Bobcats in the goal, but that doesn't count, huh? Got to be the ball.
That hit either Dustin Marr in the head or Carden. You know, that ball looked like it was going in the net. It looked like actually whoever hit it for the white team prevented it from ending up in the net.
Well, you can't throw it directly in, can you?
No, you can't throw it. It would have been a goal. It wouldn't have been no goal.
But if it goes off a defender,
It would have been a goal. That's right. And what did I tell you about that? That flip throw can create havoc. Remember Johnny Soden for the Bobcats a few years ago? He had that. And every time he was down in the offensive end, he always made the defensive people tremble because they knew just what was coming. And the Bobcats find themselves in similar shoes as if Soden was throwing against them now.
Yes, Aaron. No.
Chase trying to go by Carden. He's got 3 defenders on him. He gets through somehow. Nice pass to the man. Oh. Chase. Nephew with a drilling a shot. Oh, that's got to be one of the best shots I've seen Nephew take. And it goes high over the net. Nick Chase setting that up. Somehow getting through with 3 Cougar defenders over there. Sprung. And somebody rips down Timmy Murthaugh's sign. And it gets a little burst of cheers out of the Northeastern Cougar fans. And that's going to upset some of the Bobcat fans as we watch Rivard going down the right side. He pushes off Curry. Oh, again, I believe, who's 22? Carden? Hit one of his own players. That looked like that was going to settle in the back of the net, but the score remains 0-0. And the Bobcat fans have stepped up. Whoever owns it, Murthaugh's wife, Timmy Murthaugh's wife, Mary Louise, has picked off saying that's mine, so give it up. I guess there was no problems with that exchange of. So now we got some of the NAC boys walking around with that sign. So we have some off the field antics.
As long as everybody keeps it friendly and has fun.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Every once in a while, somebody thinks this game is important and gets carried away, but this game should be fun.
Nice head by Schutz up to Nephew to Matthews. Back to Nephew. Down to 7:37 left in the half here. Nephew gets it up to Burnell. Burnell can't get by Morelli. Matt Morelli. A tough soccer player to get by. Chase back to Nephew in the throw-in. Nephew gets it in there, bounces off in the Babby. Nephew doesn't maintain control. Ball's still free. Murthaugh can be dangerous. Get his shot off. He does have a hard shot. Control the ball.
There's that rowdy fan that follows you around, Bill.
Throw in for the Bobcats. Control, Gary, control. Burnell, back to Nephew. There's a cross in the middle. Oh, Labarge is free. Oh, he sends it across. Looking for the far corner and it goes wide. Goal kick for the Cougars. We're down to 6:20. Score remains 0-0. In this first half, here's Bill Chase and Calvin Castine. Hometown Cable, your ultimate sports network and high school sports action. This is Varsity Boys Soccer. Tomorrow night, the Bobcats and Varsity Girls Soccer will host Beekmantown. The Cougars, I'm not quite sure who they're playing.
Girls are going to be in Tupper Lake, I believe.
Girls got to go to Tupper Lake.
Yep.
Oh, and off the outside of Aaron Coulombe's right foot going wide. He was on about top of the 18. Adam Schutz with the goal kick. Chase skips it by Coulombe, but Matt Morelli's there. And now Adam Schutz. Schutz up to Krul. Krul inside to Matthews. And Fulbert. Oh, that ain't Fulbert. That's the other Lamberton, ain't it? Number 17?
No, it used to be.
Well, who is that?
Now it's Ray Rabidou.
Ray Rabidou. Well, the other Lamberton must have graduated.
Yep.
Short pass up to Matthews. Matthews controls it. Ray Rabidou there to watch him. Rabidou's helped by Edgerton. Edgerton, what's he got? Red shoes on? And Matthews takes down Edgerton. Edgerton's back in the game. Ron Rivard. Scott Morelli's back in the middle.
Edgerton's been watching The Wizard of Oz. Where's those ruby slippers?
Well, it wasn't that far up.
It was further up. I think it was right on the 18.
No, it was further back. It should be where he's about standing right now. That ball should not be placed where it is.
Oh, it should be another 10 yards ahead.
It's over to goal. Score still 0-0.
If that ball had been placed back, Bill, it would have been in.
Yep. So, thanks, Stan. Okay. We having fun yet?
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Clarence Labarge, Antoviak. Is that Antoviak? I don't know. He's in that area.
Yep,
Supposed to be.
that's him.
And another high kick. LeBaire gets ahead on it. Goes up high. Edgerton with the red shoes. Tries to send it in the middle. Scott Morelli and Adam Schutz. Sends it up to Matt Morelli's area. And we're playing a little kickball back and forth right now. Matt Morelli heads it up to Bruce Schutz. Bruce uses his head. Oh, Bruce with that spinorama move that he's getting better at every time he does it. There's Moose. Moose carry. He kicks it off in the NAC player. Nice job of hustling by David LeBaire to prevent that ball from going over the goal line. Down to 3 minutes. I don't know. I think the corner kick would have been more to the Bobcat advantage than letting Matt Morelli run over there and do one of his throw-ins.
Yeah, but you don't think about that at the moment.
No, you don't.
Normally, you want the throw in instead of the corner kick.
Here comes that wicked throw.
Oh! That hit off.
Hit Hamlin right in the bottom of the feet.
He saved that without knowing it.
Well, it wouldn't have been a save. They don't touch him. I guess it still is a save once it touches him.
Heck of a save.
A kick save and a beauty. The Bobcats get the break though, and when he did kick it, it went out of bounds. There's a head. Wanted one of the Bobcat defenders. Another corner kick. The Cougars and the Cats. We're down to 2 minutes here in the first half. This high school varsity boys soccer action. Hamlin, loose ball. Oh, the ball got kicked away by
Dangerous.
Edgerton. Saw them red shoes come up high. They say Nick Fortunatus is wearing a pair of all white shoes, soccer spikes. And Edgerton, he's got his all red.
Ruby slippers.
Ruby red. You're not in Kansas anymore, Edgerton. Kevin Krull helps out Tommy Matthews.
No place like home, he says.
Matthews looking for Murtha. Murtha's got Antoviak to watch him. Antoviak and Murtha. We're down under 2 minutes. Minute and a half left in this opening half. Murtha across the middle. Back. Carry. And here comes David LeBaire actually to try and throw something, one of his long throws. The Bobcats haven't been able to use LeBaire as much as the Cougars have been able to use Matt Morelli. He sends one up at the feet of Antoviak, and we'll get a corner kick for the Bobcats. That's their first one of this half. We're down to a minute left in the opening half. Murtha will take the corner kick. The barge. And Chase talking. Dutel makes a nice play. Gets his hands on it. Matthews. Outside. Bruce Schatz. Down to less than 40 seconds. 35 and counting. Chase doesn't get a head on it the way he wanted to. There's Bruce Schatz sending one in on the goal. Ball's free. Ooh. And Dutel is able to recover again. That's the third time we've had plays like that in the Cougar end, and we've probably had that just as many at the Bobcat end. And time will run out here, and we're going to have a tie score at the half. 0-0. Bobcat and Cougar soccer varsity boys action. This is Bill Chase, Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable. The Cougars carried much of the offensive play in that first half, but unable to find it back in the net. So halftime, 0-0. Are we on the air? Oh, we are now. Here we are, just seconds away from the second half kickoff. The Cougars will be going from the right to left this half. They're in all white uniform. And their opponents, the Bobcats, in their gold shorts and green jersey uniforms. They're going from left to right. This is Bill Chase, Calvin Castine, Hometown Varsity Boys High School Soccer, featuring the Hometown Cougars and Northern Adirondack Bobcats. Score is 0-0. And here comes Matt Morelli. Sun is going down, so the lights are going to be more of a factor here in the second half. Ball is more difficult to pick up. Sean Hamlin goes up over everybody and picks off a throw from Matt Morelli.
Putting it right on net again.
And then he's going to throw one in the net yet. And that's not going to count.
Fans will get excited though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh, Adam Schutt slips. Rivard with a chance here. Sends it back towards the 18. And it was cleared by Bruce Schutz. And one of the Cougar offensive players actually ran by the ball. Rivard making a nice run, going to the end line and sending it back towards the 18. That's PJ Gondek's favorite play, in case anybody's wondering. Matt Morelli with the long throw, looking for his brother Scott. Scott gets by Curry, sent in there. Oh, Hamlin misses. And somehow that ball stayed out of the net. It looked like Carden had a chance. The ball skipped, hit the ground. It didn't bounce up, true. Unless they hit that kid for the Cougars. I was laying on the ground there. I was trying to go after it with Hamlin. And the Cougars start out this second half strong. And Edgerton gets called with a push. Edgerton trying to get by David LeBaire.
What's Seaton's record right now, Bill? You mentioned PJ Gondek.
Seaton, they're 3-2 going into tonight's ball game. They're playing Peru down in Peru. There's a shot on goal. And Dutel, that bounced out of his hands. But
so Seaton could be 4-2 right now.
4-2, yeah. Seaton, well, they had a rough week. Started off to have a rough week last week, but they were able to come up with a big win Friday night at home against Beatmantown, winning 4-0. And they had gotten beat 4-0 in the previous two games against PHS and NAC. That pushed them at 500, and then Monday night they went up to Saranac Lake and won that game 3-0. So that where they came at 3-2. And tonight they played Peru. Peru is an up and down type of team. They've played tough against teams like Northeastern, and then teams that they probably should beat have actually given them a good game. And I believe even one of them, Saranac or somebody, beat them 1-0. Matthews to Chase across midfield. Chase going to be watched by two players. Chase gets knocked down during halftime. My wife asked me what the game plan was. Is it to take out Nick Chase? And I haven't seen anything really flagrant. I mean, he's been knocked down a few times, but they're only playing him tight and tough on defense.
You know how mothers are.
Yeah. That shot was right in on goal, and Dutel handled it. It bounced in.
This game is nowhere near as physical as they used to be here a few years back.
No, well, I think part of it is you got some more, the skills have improved. Murthaugh going to try to go by Antoviak. Murthaugh, a little stutter step. Cuts it back in. Turns around. Goes to the end line. Oh, and it was like, wait, the end line. Yeah, the goal ball's out of bounds. Murthaugh runs out of room. And he's saying to himself, I was supposed to kick it before it went to over that line. But he made a good run there. It was his best offensive run so far of the game. Nephews with a nice hood. Murthaugh hustling. Still with the ball. But Antoviak makes the defensive play. And Schutz. Morelli can't get by LeBaire up to Chase. Ooh, Chase, nice move around Coulombe. But Coulombe gets some help by Fulbert, and he ends up with the ball. And he springs Edgerton free down the left wing. Edgerton, he has speed. Kyle Edgerton, a weak shot on goal. But Hamlin, that's through his hands. I'll tell you what, we're going to see a cheap goal here. If anybody does, if one of them does eventually score, it'll probably be a cheap goal that was going to roll through the fingers of one of these goalies, as both of them all night long have had their problems handling the ball cleanly. Okay, it's going to be a throw for the Cats, far side of the field. A little bit tougher to pick up who's throwing the ball in. I think that was Cruel. Chase. That ball's hits Gary Nephew, rolls into the goalie. Dutel, the save. I'll put my hat. David LeBaire got there before. Well, Morelli was there, but he missed it. LeBaire put it back in. There's a shot by Chase. It's high and over the top of the net. Goal kick for the Cougars. LaFountain with the punt. Punt. Kick. Matthews makes a nice move. Tommy Matthews. It's unbelievable how he can pick out of a ball out of the air with his feet and bring it right down, gain control out of it using his feet on a high kicks. There's nobody, I don't think, better at him than he is. And that is a tough, it's like he's almost like catching the ball on the top of his foot. Long throw. Chase got a head on it. Matt Morelli will run down there and make another throw as Scott heard his coach, Dale Hawksby, yelling at him, let it go, and he does. Here it comes. You got to put it out towards the 12-yard mark, I would think, more so. Ball's got to bounce like that. You get something like that going, better chance of scoring. Back to Rivard, back to Matt Morelli, looking inside to Babby. Babby chips it towards the goal. And Sean Hamlin picks it off. Hamlin. Much better punt than we've seen all night from him. His best one. Matt Morelli's there. Headed up. Morelli up to Rivard. Ooh, nice play by Rivard to get by Curry. And Nephew helps out. Bruce Schutz. Back to Nephew. Well, and a trip is called. Trip or a push. I think Matthews pushed Rivard actually over the outstretched leg of Gary Nephew. But it's a direct kick inside the circle at midfield. Brad LaFountain, everybody's holding at the 18. LaFountain with a nice chip. Skipped over by Coulomb. And Bruce Schutz hustling. Coulomb's there. And the referee telling Coulomb come up where the ball went out of bounds. Oh, well.
How could it go out there?
That's
it was
quite the
caught
spot.
15 feet away from there.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Oh, that's Stanley. I forgot.
And that's going to be a throw-in as LaFountain, who should have not beat Clarence Labarge to that ball. Crowd's getting bigger, or people are just moving around more? What do you think, Calvin?
People wandering in and out might be getting bigger.
Well, the crowd has gotten a lot more, a lot of people standing behind the net that should not be there. Oh, that's cleared away by Chase, I believe. Ball bounced to nice direct kick off. I'm not sure who kicked it. It's going for the top far corner. That's headed out. Murtha will move the ball up for the Cats. Murtha sends it down the right side. Antoviak and Nephew. Nephew hustling down there. Antoviak has to send it out of bounds. Bobcat throw in. David LeBaire now with the long throw, possibly for the Cats. He didn't get off a good throw the last time he had a chance to. Threw it into the feet of the players. LeBaire, that's much better. Oh, Dutel has to make a great save there. That hit the head of, looked like Nick Chase cutting towards the net. Dutel able to get a hand on it and prevent that ball from going in. And the Cougars clear it out for Northeastern, but it goes out of bounds by the Northeastern bench. All the water hits, it's dumped out. Uh-oh. There ain't no more water in Champlain. We'll fill that up over the Molson. Another throw in for the Cats. End-to-end action here. Both teams having their fair share of scoring chances. And Dutel and Hamlin playing so far equal to the task. 28-47 left here in this second half. 0-0 is the score. Chase got ahead on it, but Matt Morelli picks up that loose ball, looking for Rivard down the right wing. Rivard unable to run that down, throw in for the Cats. Quickly into Tommy Matthews. Matthews cut off by Rivard. And yep, it's a call. I don't know, it's a direct kick, I guess. I thought it was maybe obstruction, but Chase will take that. It's into the penalty area. Oh, Dutel. There we go. It's one thing that's really amazing here is that no team has scored. Consider how the goalies have handled the ball. Oh, no. Edgerton is sent flying. And the whistle blows. Free kick for the Cougars just on their side of the field, half of the field, by maybe a yard. And some of the fans wanting to know if that's a yellow card. Edgerton, shot, and it's wide. Like we said, folks, end-to-end action here. Hometown cable, high school varsity boys soccer. Subs coming in for Northeastern. Chase, it's a line drive kick. Coulomb picks it up, sends it right back into the goal mouth area, and Hamlin comes out, picks it up. Oh, wow. Little nonchalant pass there, and they get away with it. Chase sends it up to midfield. Chase with a head on it. Nick Babby gets a head on that. Still in the air. Matt Morelli heads it out to Rivard. Scott Morelli, Rivard. Rivard shooting it high and wide. 0-0 is the score. We've almost played 14 minutes here in this second half. And these two teams actually switched classes this year. Northeastern now a Class B school. So this rivalry will not be continued in sectional play, at least for the next 2 years. NAC remains in Class C. So they'll play the 2 regular season games. And that is all they'll play this year. In the past, normally pick up a 3rd game during the sectionals.
And more times than not, that would have been the championship game.
Yeah, more times than not. That's right. Would have been a championship game.
And we found out before the game that Section 10's had some realigning too. Don Moulton was telling us that Canton and Potsdam are now Class B schools.
That's right.
So probably just Norwood, Norfolk to worry about when you get to the regional game. So Bobcats will have to look out about, getting overconfident and not taking their opponents seriously enough.
Chase with a long kick there. And he hustles up and gets back into play.
But I would say the things look good for the Bobcats for getting at least past the regionals on a yearly basis.
That's a corner kick.
We got some Cougar fans down here, Bill. You see these Cougar fans here?
Yeah, Cougar fans chowing down on.
I know, right here. There's
No?
Amanda Chase, Darcy Rabideau.
Oh, geez.
Cheering for the Cougars.
Long corner kick taken by Tyler Murtaugh. Sails over the top of everybody, but it hit, I think, Babby or Antoviak on this side of the field. So we've got another corner kick. Tyler Murtaugh will take that.
Somebody keeps sticking their 39-year-old head in my way.
Oh, there's that ball loose again at the feet of Shane Hamlin.
Who?
Shane Hamlin. Sean Dutel, Shane Hamlin.
Shane Dutel.
Dustin Mars in the game now. He replaces Edgerton. LeBaire, he's looking around. Somehow LeBaire gets it up the field and able to, on a second effort, get it past midfield, but Bruce Schatz gets Carden with a push. Carden looking at Bruce Schatz like, there's something I never do during the game. And we all know just about every soccer player, one time or another, does push. Chase got a head on that. And that shot sent over the top of the net by one of Nick Babby, I believe.
Yep.
Goal kick for the Bobcats. More subs coming in for the Cougars. Talk about overconfidence. There's some of the NAC fans actually that are a little overconfident already, I'll tell you, Calvin, right now. They're booking reservations and all this to the Final Four, and there's a lot of season left. A lot of things could happen. People could get hurt, and can't be counting your chickens before they're hatched. But there is some people on the NAC side of the field that are doing just that. Putting a little bit too much undue pressure, I believe, on these players here. You got to get through the regular season. You got to get through sectionals. You got to get through regionals, and that's quite a lot of things that could happen along the way.
Upsets are an everyday occurrence.
That's right. You still got to go out there and work hard and get the job done. Dutel gets the punch on the ball, clears that. And the corner kickoff in Murthaugh. Marr up to Rivard. Rivard still with the ball. Morelli across, they had 2-on-1 with Bruce Schutz coming back and making a big play defensively for the Bobcats as Morelli was winding up to shoot at the goal. And the crowd noise is getting louder. We get deeper into this game now, almost 2/3 of the way through. Down to 21 and a half minutes left. Matt Morelli again with a long throw. Oh, this one, he gets higher in the air. And that hits Adam Schutz, and he kicks it over the end line. Corner kick for the Cougars. Okay. 3/4, not 2/3. And Hamlin punches the ball out. Top of the 18. And Toviak, he can't put it back in there. Murthaugh with a nice run. Here, Murthaugh with some speed, pushing the ball up. He's going to run out of room, though, there. The fountain, coolly and calmly. But Murthaugh sent back in by Nephew on Dutel. And Murthaugh run a little hog wild there and loses control and goes out of bounds over the end line. Goal kick for the Cougars. Tyler Murthaugh doing a nice job of hustling there, moving the ball up for the Cats. Chase looked like he got pushed. Number 25, this is Arno. Matt Arno moving the ball down the left side. Dumps it out to Marr. Dustin Marr can't get by Matthews. Aaron Coulombe will take the throw here on the near side, just down to our left. This is Hometown Cable. We're up in the broadcast booth. Best seats in the house. It's one of the reasons I do what I do here. Do the play-by-play. It's in! Off the head of I don't know who, but Coulombe will get the assist. And the Cougars have a 1-0 lead here with 19-19 left in the second half. Not quite sure who got the goal.
Matt Arnold.
Was it Matt Arnold?
Yep.
Matt Arnold catches the Bobcat defense standing, goes to the ball and heads it by Hamlin. Arnold.
19-19 left, Bill.
Yep, 19-19 left. 1-0 Cougars over the Bobcats. Chase bounces that one off Arnold. Arnold, his emotions got to be high right now. That ball's moved up the wing. Chris Burnell sends it in. And Dutel.
Arnold just a sophomore, so he'll be around for a few more years.
Nick Babby gets by Nick Chase. Babby, that pass is picked off by Nephew. Nephew to Schutz. Bruce Schutz trying to get by Coulombe. Nick Babby now. There's Bruce Schutz. And Toviak heads the ball. Chase. He missed kicks that. And that'd be Rabideau. Rabideau sends it over towards his far side of the field in front of the Bobcat bench. And we got a late whistle and the handball's called. One of the fans over here saw it. And the Fountain will take the kick. Toloski and Riggs have switched side of the field now. Chase gets ahead on that. There's Rabideau. Rabideau up to Marr. Dustin Marr across the middle. Nephew, he had it for a second, but that's Lamberton. And Lamberton puts a shot just to the wide of the goal.
At least that goal came, Bill, on a nice play, and it wasn't an error on the defense.
Well, and I called it wrong. I thought it'd be one of them that slipped through the goalie's hand, but
both goalies have played a good game. You know, they've had some slips, but they've been there when they needed.
Rabideau sends the ball out of bounds. David LeBaire with a throw in off in the foot of Antoviak. And Bruce Schutz. Calm down there, buddy. Don't be yelling at that ball, boy. He's down there getting the other ball. And NAC Boys. And Matthews. Bruce Schutz. Chase puts one in on towards the goal. Got to look to set something up now. Can't be them long shots. You're not gonna do tell. You might catch him sleeping, but I don't know about it now. He got a 1-0 lead. He's gonna be on top of things. He's expecting that. Got to do something that he's not gonna expect. But I'm not playing the game. I'm just here to watch it. A lot of other people. Rabideau hustling. He slides there. Green throw. We got a drop ball. Referee couldn't determine who it went off. That time, it's a white throw. All right, Nick Babby with the throw. This time, Bruce Schutz gets ahead on it. He's there. Oh, Marr screening LeBaire off the ball. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Cougars. The Cougars have doing the little things so far, making up the difference that makes the difference in this game. There's a head. Rivard, he can't. And number 5, I believe, Damian Fulbert sends that ball over the top of the goal. Goal kick for the Bobcats. Nick Chase with the long kick. And the Bobcats are right now being beat to a lot of loose balls. Cougars wanting it that much more so far here. Chris Burnell going over the top of him is Matt Morelli. And that's sent up the field by LaFountain. And loose ball comes to Nephew. Nephew to Chase. Chase with a move around Fulbert. And Fulbert is able to fend off Nick Chase. That's up to the right side to Tyler Murtaugh. Murtaugh's got to touch the ball by somebody, and does he? Oh, nice play by Rabideau. Bruce Schutz banks it off. Rabideau throw in for the Bobcats. That's a break actually for the Cougars. LeBaire, nice hustling. Cats are caught walking back. And Arnold makes Schutz throw the ball or kick the ball out of bounds, and subs coming in for the Cougars.
You're standing around.
There's that fan again.
Cougars definitely showing that they come to play tonight. And maybe some of that, what we've talked about, where some of the Bobcat fans think that all their players got to do is show up on a field this year.
It's good for a team to pick up a loss. I don't like to see a team going into sectionals unbeaten.
And the Cougars, again, find themselves on the attack. Send the ball in on Hamlin. Hamlin with a strong punt. Burnell. Chase, 2 Cougars fall down. Chase with the left foot. Nope. Gets it in there. And Clarence LaBarge. LaBarge is in the middle of the field. He got him up on the line, and he's hobbling around. If you watch him, he is not running 100%. And a trip called on Bruce Schutz. Carden didn't fall down, but you don't have to. He got his leg out there and caused him to stumble down the field, and that's considered a trip. LaFountain takes his time, as he should do so.
Clock's on the Cougar side right now, Bill.
Well, 1-0's the score. On the goal of Arnold on a header on a throw-in from Coulomb. Nick Babby and Nick Chase. Babby sends it in on Hamlin. Hamlin with another strong boot. Babby has a little second effort, gets a head on it, out of bounds. Right there, Don Bolton picks it up, gives it to Nephew. Nephew to Chase. Yeah, Chase trying to get by Fulbert. Fulbert kick it out of bounds. And the Bobcats. Nope, it's a white throw. Looked like it went off the foot of Fulbert. Nobody covering the goalie, do tell. And Matt Morelli with a heads-up play throws it there to his goalie. And Dutel hit with a good punt to midfield. Bruce Schutz being watched by Scott Morelli. Bruce able to spring it free to Matthews. Matthews up to Chase. Chase and Burnell. And the Cougar defense holds. Lamberton putting the pressure on Curry, and that goes out of bounds. And I thought that was a Northeastern throw. Well, I guess I'm seeing something different. Tommy Matthews.
Those the same eyes you referee with, Bill?
No, I got my referee eyes at home.
Oh, okay.
Tonight I brought my fan eyes. Everybody should have a set of those. Referee eyes and fan eyes. There's a lot of fans that do have referee eyes, because they see a lot of things that a lot of referees don't see.
And they're not bashful about telling them either.
No. David LeBear now on the far side of the field. Here he's going to throw the ball in. Long throw. Gary Nephew, he heads it out of bounds instead of towards the net. His Nephew or Schutz anyways. On a good defensive play. Bobcats making for the Cougars. Down under 9 minutes left here in this varsity high school boys soccer action. Chase looked like he had his hands on the back of Scott Morelli there. Matthews. Out to the wing to Burnell. Burnell, he can't get to that loose ball. NAC with a throw. Just up from the northeastern bench. Fulbert drilling straight up. Brevard up, trying to get it up to Morelli. Nephew overruns the ball. He's going to get a call against him there. No, he nailed the Northeastern player. And Coulomb picks up the loose ball in midfield. Bruce Schutz coming back to watch him. Tommy Matthews. Coulomb finds Carey. Moves Carey with a nice move. And Scott Morelli. Oh, he's hobbling too. Twist, looks like he twisted an ankle. Clarence LaBarge. He can't get under where that ball's being punted to. Hamlin doing a much better job of punting the ball in this second half. Gary Nephew, he'll throw it in. Tyler Bertha trying to run that loose ball down, but Dutel picks that off in a penalty area. Dutel looks at the clock. And he punts to midfield. LeBert going straight up. A little banging more than being allowed here now. And Dustin Marr hustling on LeBert. Bertha, horn had sounded. And that'll bring in subs. Throw here down to 6.5 minutes left in his second half. The Cougars on top 1-0 over the Bobcats. LeBert with a good throw. And Dutel, he's able to bat that ball down to his defense. And it's cleared up. Matt Morelli and Marr, Dustin Marr pushing the ball up for the Cougars. In the transition. Adam Schutz coolly puts the ball up to Matthews. Matthews looking for Cruel, but that's picked off by Fulbert. Damian Fulbert outside the rocket. Ron Rivard Jr. with a cross. Matt Morelli unable to get a head on it, and a score still 1-0 Cougars. Subs coming in. Goal kick coming up. Adam Schutz with the goal kick. It's bouncing around just inside the Bobcat midfield side. And the Cougars back on the offense. Rivard. Somehow somebody got a foot on that. And the ball looked like it was marked for the far corner. Yeah, it's going to be Coulomb. There ain't going to be no subs here.
Anything happens to my jacket, you guys are dead.
Oh, they are substituting.
There's the throw by Coulomb. David LeBert. And slashing in there was Rabidou, I think so. Okay, another sub for the Cats. Gary Nephew back in. Kevin Cruel. Tyler, watch your hands. Surprised you didn't get a call there. And yeah, there's the call. Bruce Schutz quickly. Trying to create something there. The ball was still rolling actually when Schutz kicked it. Call against the Cats. We're down under 5 minutes. Closer to 4 left here in this second half. 1-0's the score. Cougars on top. The Fountain. He's got the long kick. Chips it in. Hit near the 18. Coulomb. Coulomb turning. He finds Edgerton. Edgerton kicks it into the feet of LeBert. LeBert can't clear it. Coulomb calmly takes a shot towards the goal. And it's high and wide.
Cougars don't mind those misses. Every time they have to reset that ball, it takes time off the clock, Bill.
That's right.
And that's going to take more time off. One thing the Cougars have this year, Bill, is a lot of depth. They get people off the bench, and it doesn't hurt them a bit.
Oh, yeah, and they do have considerably more depth, actually, I think, than the Bobcats. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that one. They've been able to go more to the bench than the Cats. 3 minutes here. Bobcats find themselves in a hole, 1-0. Cougars find themselves on top, 1-0. Chase off the foot of Fulbert. No, that ain't Fulbert. Edgerton. Stop the clock. No ball available.
Who's hiding the ball?
The ball's behind the net. They were playing with it back there.
2:41 to go.
Tommy Matthews. Can't get by Rabidou.
Oh.
Matthews knocks down Rabidou. Coulomb says, well, I ain't going to have nothing of that. I'm going to take the ball up the field. Sent over the top of the net. Adam Schutz quickly puts the ball in play with a nice kick. Chase skips it up the field. And Burnell looks to go to Chase on the outside, out on the wing. Chase and Morelli. Chase gets inside. Nick Chase on the end line. And LaBarge is there, but so isn't Dutel. Dutel comes up with the ball.
Dutel's had a rough night, boy. He's been kicked and he's going to be sore after this game.
And Nephew gets ahead on it. Up Schutz. Handball is going to be called against the Cougars.
Chase can certainly score from here, Bill.
Nick Chase. He hits one low.
Well, they have push.
Push against who?
Against the Cougars.
Against the Cougars. Just on the 18.
1 minute to go.
And they're walking off 10 yards here. Down to 1 minute. Big scoring chance here for the Cats. Big wall, though. It's going to be hard. And they can't get it through. And Adam Schutz sends one in on goal. Let it go high and wide. Down to 40 seconds left here, and they got a goal kick. And anything short of a miracle it's going to take for the Bobcats here. They send in a tying goal.
Cougars got to keep it near the sideline, the touch line.
The fans are getting up. If the Cougars hang on to win here, it'll be the first time in a long time that Northeastern Clinton varsity boys have prevailed over the Cats. Offside's called, but that's going to run the clock out. And the Cougars will hang on to win here, 1-0 in the 5th game of the regular season of 1996. Cougars over the Bobcats, 1-0. A well-played game by both teams. Dutel and Hamlin playing in strong performances in goals. And off the strength of the goal by Matt Arnold on a header at 19:19 left here in the second half. The Northeastern Clinton Cougars improved their record to 3-0-2. Bobcats go to 4-1. And actually, at the moment, are tied with the Cougars for first place in CVAC varsity boys soccer.
And Northeastern might be the only unbeaten team in the league right now.
Yeah, they probably are, actually.
Yep.
The only unbeaten teams thus far. So this has been Bill Chase and Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable, your ultimate sports network in Clinton County for high school sports. Hope you all enjoyed the game. We sure did.
And you know what, Bill?
What?
When they play again in Ellenburg, I think we'll be there.
Okay, we'll be there again in Ellenburg. It's October something, not quite sure the day of the game, but we'll be there. Have a good night, everybody, and good sports.